Hey everybody, welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into something really special. The secrets of couples who stay together, like, forever. You know those couples, right? The ones who still hold hands at the grocery store after 30 years? We can learn a thing or two from them. We're talking about those tried and true tips for a love that goes the distance. Because let's face it, relationships take work. They're like houseplants. You can't just water them once and expect them to thrive forever. So if you're looking to give your relationship some extra love and make it stronger than ever, you've come to the right place. Stick around, because we're about to unlock those secrets to lasting love. Secret 1. Communication is key. Talk it out, people. All right, let's kick things off with the cornerstone of any strong relationship: communication. And no, I'm not just talking about asking, "Honey, did you pick up my dry cleaning?" I'm talking about really communicating, the kind where you open up your heart and let your partner peek inside. Think of it like this. Your thoughts and feelings are like a game of charades. Holding them in is like acting out the entire game in complete silence. Frustrating, right? But when you communicate openly and honestly, it's like giving your partner the answer key. Sharing your joys, your concerns, even those little everyday annoyances can make all the difference. Remember, your partner isn't a mind reader. Well, maybe some are, but it's always better to just say it out loud. And speaking of saying it out loud, remember to really listen when your partner is talking. Put down the phone, silence the TV, and give them your undivided attention. Because sometimes the most important words aren't the ones we say, but the ones we hear. Oh, and one more thing. Don't underestimate the power of a good old-fashioned conversation. You know, the kind where you put away all the distractions, look into each other's eyes, and just talk. It's amazing what you can discover about each other, even after years of being together. Secret 2. Never go to bed angry, kiss and make up. Okay, this next one might sound familiar. Never go to bed angry. It's like that old saying, "Don't let the sun set on your anger." But you know what? It's true. Going to bed angry is like letting a tiny little seed of resentment grow into a giant, relationship-sabotaging weed overnight. Now, I'm not saying you have to solve every single disagreement before you hit the hay. Some arguments take time, and that's okay. But make a pact to at least try to resolve things before you drift off to dreamland. Even if it's just agreeing to disagree or simply saying, "I love you," and giving each other a goodnight kiss. It makes all the difference. Waking up next to someone you love, knowing there's no lingering tension from the night before, that's the best feeling in the world. Plus, let's be honest. Who wants to sleep next to a grumpy Gus? Grumpy doesn't look good on anyone, especially when you're trying to catch some Z's. So do yourselves a favor and clear the air before you hit the pillow. Remember, a good night's sleep and a happy relationship often go hand in hand. And trust me, your relationship and your sleep will thank you for it. Secret 3. Show appreciation. Don't forget the little things. You know what really makes a relationship sparkle? Appreciation. And I'm not just talking about grand gestures here, although those are nice too. I'm talking about noticing and appreciating the small, everyday things your partner does. Did they make you coffee this morning? Tell them thank you. Did they take out the trash without being asked? Give them a big hug. Did they remember that obscure fact you mentioned in passing like a month ago? Well, that's impressive. Let them know you noticed. You see, those little acts of kindness, those small gestures, they add up. They show your partner that you see them, you value them, and you appreciate all the wonderful things they bring to your life. And it goes both ways. Don't be afraid to express your appreciation for your partner. Tell them how much you love and appreciate them. Write them a little note, leave them a sweet message on the fridge, or simply tell them how much they mean to you. Trust me, a little appreciation can go a long way in keeping that spark alive. Secret 4. Spend quality time together. Make it a date night. Okay, this one's important. Make time for each other. I know, life gets busy. Work, kids, that never-ending to-do list. It can feel like there are never enough hours in the day. But here's the thing. Relationships need attention, just like everything else that matters in life. Think of it like this. Your relationship is like a beautiful garden. If you want it to thrive, you have to tend to it, nurture it, and give it the attention it deserves. And that means carving out quality time together, even when it feels impossible. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. A quiet dinner at home, a walk in the park, even just snuggling up on the couch and watching a movie together. The important thing is that you're present, you're engaged, and you're focused on each other. Put away the phones, turn off the TV, and just be together. Talk, laugh, reconnect, and remind yourselves why you love each other so much. And hey, don't be afraid to schedule in some regular date nights, get dressed up, go somewhere special, and treat it like a mini celebration of your love. Because it is. Secret 5. Keep the romance alive. Spice things up. Okay, let's talk about romance. Now I know what you're thinking. Romance after years, even decades together? Is that even possible? The answer is a resounding yes. Romance isn't just for those head-over-heels, honeymoon phase couples. It's for everyone. Keeping the romance alive is all about those little gestures that show your partner you care. It's about surprising them with their favorite flowers, planning a romantic getaway, or simply leaving them a sweet note to find. Remember those early days of your relationship when you couldn't keep your hands off each other? Well, that spark is still there, just waiting to be rekindled. So, go ahead, plan a romantic date night, surprise them with breakfast in bed, or simply tell them how much you love them. And hey, don't underestimate the power of a little physical touch. Hold hands, give each other a hug, steal a kiss when they least expect it. Those small gestures can make a world of difference in keeping the romance alive. Remember, love is a verb, not just a feeling. So show your partner you love them, not just with your words, but with your actions. Secret 6. Support each other's goals. Be their biggest cheerleader. You know what's one of the most amazing things about being in a relationship? Having someone who believes in you, someone who supports your dreams, no matter how big or small. Being in a relationship means being part of a team. And just like any good team, you need to support each other, encourage each other, and celebrate each other's victories. Does your partner have a dream they've been chasing after? Be their biggest cheerleader. Do they have a hobby they're passionate about? Encourage them to pursue it. Are they facing a challenge at work? Be their rock, their shoulder to cry on, their biggest source of support. When you support each other's goals, you're not just saying, I believe in you. You're saying, I'm in this with you. We're in this together. And that kind of support, that unwavering belief in each other, is what makes a relationship truly special. Secret 7. Trust and honesty, the foundation of it all. Let's talk about trust and honesty for a moment. These are the non-negotiables, the foundation upon which every strong, lasting relationship is built. Think of it like building a house. Trust and honesty are the bricks and mortar that hold it all together. Without trust, you're building your relationship on shaky ground. You start to doubt, to question, to wonder, and that kind of uncertainty can eat away at a relationship like termites. Honesty is just as important. Being honest with each other, even when it's difficult, creates a bond of intimacy and vulnerability that's unbreakable. It shows your partner that you trust them enough to be open and truthful, even when it's hard. Now, building trust takes time and effort. It's about being there for each other, through thick and thin, through good times and bad. It's about keeping your promises, being reliable, and always having each other's backs. Remember, trust is like a precious vase. It takes time and care to build, but it can be shattered in an instant. So cherish it, protect it, and never take it for granted. Secret 8. Compromise and flexibility. It's not always about being right. Here's a little secret. Being in a relationship doesn't mean you have to agree on everything. In fact, a little bit of disagreement can actually be a good thing. It keeps things interesting, sparks conversation, and helps you learn and grow together. But here's the catch. You have to be willing to compromise. And that means letting go of the need to be right all the time. Because you know what? Sometimes it's more important to be happy than it is to be right. Think of it like this. You and your partner are on a journey together. And like any good road trip, there are going to be bumps along the way. There will be detours, wrong turns, and maybe even the occasional flat tire. But that's okay. Because it's not about the destination, it's about the journey you share together. And that means being flexible, being willing to adjust your course, and finding joy in the unexpected. Remember, compromise isn't about losing yourself. It's about finding a path forward that works for both of you. Secret 9. Maintain individuality. You do you. Okay, here's a big one. Never lose yourself in a relationship. It's so easy to get caught up in the we that you forget about the me. But here's the thing. Maintaining your individuality is crucial for a healthy, happy relationship. Think of it like this. You and your partner are two unique individuals, each with your own passions, interests, and dreams. And when you come together, you create something beautiful and whole. But that doesn't mean you have to become one and the same. It's okay to have your own hobbies, your own friends, your own separate lives. In fact, it's essential. It gives you something to talk about, something to share, and something to bring back to the relationship. Remember, being in a relationship doesn't mean giving up who you are. It's about finding someone who loves and accepts you for exactly who you are, quirks and all. So go ahead, pursue your passions, nurture your friendships, and never stop growing as an individual. Secret 10. Laugh together. Find the humor in everyday life. Last but not least, never forget to laugh together. Life is too short to be serious all the time. Finding the humor in everyday life, even when things get tough, can make all the difference. Think about it. What's better than sharing a good laugh with someone you love? Laughter is like medicine for the soul. It lightens the mood, strengthens your bond, and reminds you that even in the midst of chaos, there's always a reason to smile. So go ahead, tell each other silly jokes, reminisce about funny memories, or simply find the humor in everyday situations. Life is a journey, and it's a lot more fun when you're laughing along the way. And hey, don't be afraid to be a little silly with each other. Dance in the kitchen, have a tickle fight, make funny faces at each other. Life is too short to take yourselves too seriously. Remember, a couple that laughs together stays together. Well, there you have it. 10 secrets from couples who stay together, happily ever after. Remember, relationships take work, but the rewards are so worth it. Thanks for watching. We hope these tips help you build a stronger, happier relationship. Remember, love is a journey, not a destination. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more relationship advice and tips.